Hello my friends, it is October the 27th of 2022. This video is about a collection update. I've purchased quite a bit of albums as of lately, and I'm just going to show you these albums and talk to you about them as well. Alright, let's get right into it. Up first is Cold World with Isolation. This album came out this year. It came out about a month ago. Cold World are a one-man black metal band out of Germany. They are more of like an atmospheric black metal band or a DSBM style black metal band. Yeah, I've been a big fan of Cold World for many years. I have quite a few of their albums, and so they haven't released a full-length album in quite a number of years. I think their last full-length album came out in 2016, but he has released some EPs as well as many singles since, but yeah, like I said, there hasn't been a full-length album since I believe 2016, and so yeah, have been really excited about this album, and yeah, Cold World, such a great band, and yeah, excellent stuff. I haven't listened to this album too much yet, but it's certainly an album that I will be getting into, and so far what I've heard I've really enjoyed, and yeah, I really like Cold World style black metal, very depressive and so atmospheric sounding, so cold and wintry sounding. I really like that style. Okay, alright, so that is Cold World with Isolation. Into Eternity with The Scattering of Ashes. This album came out in 2006. Into Eternity are like a melodic death metal band. They are from out of Saskatchewan, Canada. Great band. I've been a big fan of theirs for many years. I've just been purchasing some more of their albums now, and yeah, this is a really solid album. I actually have this album on vinyl as well. I have the vinyl copy of it. I've had it for quite a number of years, so, and then I just wanted to get this one on CD as well, and yeah, great album. I've been listening to it a fair bit. It's certainly an album that I will be getting into quite a bit more. I really like Into Eternity style, and yeah, I'm a huge fan of melodic death metal, and I think they do a really good job of that particular style. Okay, alright, so that is Into Eternity with the Scattering of Ashes. Into Eternity with the Sirens. This album came out in 2018. This is their most recent album. Yeah, I've listened to it a little bit, and it's certainly a little bit different from their previous albums, but pretty good album right here. It's certainly an album that I will be getting into more. What I've heard so far is pretty good. Alright, so yeah, I really enjoy Into Eternity. Great band. If you're not familiar with them, definitely check them out, especially if you're a fan of like melodic death metal. Yeah, they're really good. Alright, so that is Into Eternity with the Sirens. Arch Enemy with Rise of the Tyrant. This album came out in 2007. Yeah, I've been a big fan of Arch Enemy for many years, but I don't have too many of their albums, so I decided, you know what, I gotta get another one of their albums, and decided to go with this one right here, and it's really good. This is some solid melodic death metal right here. Arch Enemy, great band, and I will be buying some more of their albums as well, and yeah, really good stuff. I think they do a great job of that particular style, and this is a solid album. Really enjoy it. Alright, so that is Arch Enemy with Rise of the Tyrant. In Flames with Clayman. This album came out in 2000. This is one of In Flames' classic albums. Great stuff. I was listening to it today and was really enjoying it. I haven't really listened to this album that much, but I know years ago I had listened to it a little bit, but I'm just starting to get into it more, and yeah, I've been getting really heavily into In Flames as of lately, and just starting to collect some more of their albums, and yeah, such a great band, and I know that they are releasing a new album I believe in January or February of 2023, and I'm really looking forward to that. I did hear one of the singles off of that new album, and it was pretty solid, and yeah. So yeah, Clayman, great album. It's certainly one of the best melodic death metal albums ever released. I know a lot of people really enjoy this one. Alright, so that is In Flames with Clayman. Dark Tranquility with The Character. This album came out in 2005. I really enjoyed Dark Tranquility. I've been getting into them more. Really good band. Yeah, like they do have that melodic death metal style. More dynamic, I would say. A little bit more experimentation going on here. Yeah, very good stuff. I really enjoy their particular style of melodic death metal. Solid band. yeah, I really enjoy their music, and I want to get their entire discography. It'll take some time. They have quite a few albums out, but yeah, great band, and they have a lot of great albums. And yeah, this one right here I've been listening to actually quite a bit, and it's very good. I definitely recommend this one. All right, so that is Dark Tranquility with Character. Darkane with Inhuman Spirits. This album came out this year. It came out about maybe 2-3 months ago. Yeah, I really enjoy this album. I've been a big fan of Darkane for many years. I don't know how long it's been. I think I got into them sometime in my early 20s. And yeah, so they haven't released an album in I think 9 years. Their last album I think came out in 2013. The Sinister Supremacy, I believe that one came out in 2013. So yeah, I've been waiting quite a number of years for a new album from this band, and this one right here is just phenomenal. It's incredible. I've been listening to it a lot lately. It's very good stuff. I mean, it's very intricate, very heavy. There's just so much detail going on here. It's a solid album. This will definitely be one of my top albums of 2022. This will definitely be on my list for sure. Really enjoy this one so much, and I highly recommend this album. Okay, all right, so that is Darkane with Inhuman Spirits. Lamb of God with Omens. This came out this year. Came out about a month ago maybe. You know what, I haven't bought an album from Lamb of God for many years. The last album that I had purchased from them was Wrath, and I think that album came out in like 2009 or 2010, so it's been quite a long time since I purchased an album from Lamb of God, and I do recall really enjoying them back when I was in my early 20s, and just decided to get their most recent album. I had been hearing about it. I heard some reviews about it, and you know, I figured let's revisit that band. I hadn't really listened to them for that long and for quite some time, and yeah, this one is just solid. I really enjoy this quite a bit actually, and I've been listening to it a lot, and yeah, it's just heavy, it's melodic, very memorable songs. I think it's some pretty solid heavy metal music right here. Really enjoy it, and so I want to get more into their discography now and sort of catch up on those albums that I've missed. And yeah, I really enjoy this band. I've been really getting into more of them as of lately, and solid band, and this album right here is very good. Okay, so that is Lamb of God with the Omens. Scar Symmetry with the Holographic Universe. This album came out in 2008. So yeah, this is a band that I'm not too familiar with, but decided to purchase one of their albums, and I was listening to it yesterday and was enjoying it quite a bit. They definitely remind me sort of like of Soilwork. Yeah, they definitely do remind me of Soilwork, and I'm of course a huge Soilwork fan, and this is some pretty good stuff. Very intricate, lots of great melodies. Yeah, I think it's some pretty solid melodic death metal right here. It's pretty good. Certainly an album that I will be listening to more. Yeah, pretty good stuff. Okay, so that is Scar Symmetry with the Holographic Universe. And the last album on my list is Calma with For the Revolution. This came out in 2008. This is a band I've been familiar with for many years, since my early 20s, but I've never purchased anything from them before, and never really got into them before, but certainly a band that I've been very familiar with, but for whatever reason I just never really got into them, but decided to purchase one of their albums, and excellent stuff. I've been listening to this one a decent amount as of lately. Certainly an album that I will be getting into more, and yeah, some pretty solid melodic death metal right here. Very well written songs, and great musicianship, and yeah, I think they're a pretty solid band. Certainly a band I could see myself getting into more. Alright, that is Calma with For the Revolution. Alright, so those are some albums that I've purchased lately, and yeah, I really enjoy these albums, and I'm happy to have them in my collection. Alright, so I've purchased some other albums as well, so I'm just waiting for those to come into the mail. Alright, so yeah, I've been purchasing quite a bit of albums as of lately, just sort of expanding my collection, and yeah, just love collecting, love metal. So yeah, just always expanding on the collection, always listening to more metal albums, and discovering new albums, discovering new bands, and yeah, I just love it so much. And heavy metal, great stuff, love it so much. Alright, so yeah, let me know what you think. Leave some comments. I'm always curious to know what you guys think. Alright, and I want to say thank you very much for watching, and I want to say thanks to all the people who watch my videos and subscribe to my channel. I really truly appreciate it. Take care, my friends. Cheers.